Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to this special episode where I'm going to talk about an important issue that is the talk of the town now, and somebody lost 200 crore. And we are always Asian, we always focus only on the negative things. Instead of saying somebody lost 200 crore, one could have said somebody gained 200 crore. When somebody lost 200 crore, somebody else would have gained 200 crore. So what has actually happened and how we can stop this, what precautions we can take, so that's what we are going to discuss. The first thing is that, yesterday somebody tweeted, and I'm showing you the tweet. Someone lost over 200 crore in a trade today. Nifty 14,500 strike option sold till 15 paisa. It was 2,000 rupees in the money. Will NSE annul the trade? The data was shown here. And actually there were some trades happening from 228 to 237. Suddenly 238, 239, those 2 minutes, there's a huge trade has happened at 1 rupee, 15 pies and like that. Then after that 2000 plus trade has happened. Now the question is, yesterday when the Nifty was trading around 16,500, the 14,500 call option somebody has sold for 1 rupee, whereas the intrinsic value is 2,000 rupees. At the end of the day, it would have closed at 2,000 rupees. So for one share is 2,000 rupees, that means 50 is the lot size. That means for one lot is about 1 lakh rupees loss. Then the number of lots traded, and they take the data and they say that somebody has lost 200 crore. This just for fun. My haters have more respect for me than my followers and than my friends. And a lot of social media messages is going around. Who is that guy who lost 200 crore? It is PR Sundar. At least my haters think that, no, I can afford to lose 200 crore. That means my net worth is more than 200 crore. That's a great respect for me, right? Whereas my net worth is not even 1/4 of that. The point here, one by one we will discuss. And number one, somebody who sold, what is the reason behind it? Definitely this is an error trade. And he wanted to sell maybe 1 rupee call option, like 17,500 call, maybe trading at around 1 rupee. He wanted to sell that, so that, by the end of the day that will go to zero, so he'll make some money. But by mistake, instead of selling far out of the money call, he just sold far in the money call. Number one, this is definitely an error trade. Number two, okay, let us say we have done error trade. I have done a lot of error trade. Instead of putting 800, I just put 80. But the thing is, the order will not go through at 80 rupees. It will still go through at around 800 or 798 like that. Though you are ready to sell at a lower price, but if there is a best buyer offering at higher price, the order will go there. But because this is too deep in the money, and this guy is an unlucky guy, during those 2 minutes, absolutely there was no buyer. Absolutely when there was no buyer, so this guy go and sell at 1 rupee, and somebody must have seen it. So 2,000 rupees in the money available for 1 rupee, he would have bought it. But again, it's humanly not possible to see that and place an order to execute the buy order. And probably some smart computer engineers would have created some algorithm to track these abnormal activities and to go and execute the trade. So that is another story. Now the third thing, every stock has an upper circuit limit and lower circuit limit. Within that range only a stock has to trade. And Nifty, I remember still in October 2011, one day I was just trading, and suddenly within few seconds, don't know what happened, and Nifty fell 15%. When the Nifty falls 10%, exchange has to be closed. But before exchange realizes, Nifty has already fallen 10%, before they go and stop the trade, and Nifty has already fallen 15%. Just cannot understand in a matter of few seconds how Nifty can fall 15%. Later, exchanges have investigated, so it was a fat finger trade. Somebody, instead of putting 50 lakh quantity, he put 50 lakh basket or something like that. So that has created huge fall within few seconds, and what people call it as a flash crash. And immediately the people came to know what is the mistake, so that broker was asked to reverse the trade, and then the markets have recovered. Every stock, every index also has a trading range. Lower circuit limit, upper circuit limit. And maybe I can show you now in my trading terminal. So you see this is a 14,500 call option. If I press F6, buyer has 2232, seller has 2244, and you can see the lower circuit limit. The lower circuit limit is 1262. Upper circuit limit is 3023. Every option has a lower circuit limit and upper circuit limit. But I really do not know what has actually happened on that particular day. How come there was no lower circuit limit? How come the order 2000 rupees in the money option? How come that order has gone for 1 rupee? That is really puzzling. Is the second one. And the next one, and this provision is not there for placing the order, but while squaring up. You look at my positions. So these are my positions. Let us say if I want to square up some position, let us say I want to square up this one. Okay, even if I place market order and the order will not go through at the market order. That means assume that there is no buyer, the buyer is at only 1 rupee or the seller is only at 1 rupee. So this order will not get executed at 1 rupee. So the system will track what is the last traded price. From the last traded price, so if the price is plus or minus 3%, so then only the order will get executed. Otherwise, the order will not get executed. I'm using a terminal called Nest Trading Terminal. And not only that, in that, this field is called the protection field. It's not visible here actually. Here, instead of 3%, you just mention 1%, and then your order, even you put a market order, the order will not execute it if the price is more than or less than 1% of the last traded price. And in fact, what has happened, sometimes in 2018, one day the market fell suddenly and I got panic and I just closed all my positions at the market order. And after doing that, I got even more scared because I had a lot of options in December options where the liquidity is very, very low. Sometimes, you look at the December options, okay, maybe if you look at 17,000 put option, maybe expiry, let us say next year, December. So buyer at 1,250, seller at 1,339. So sometimes, 50 rupees, 100 rupees will be difference is there. So then immediately I got worried, like 50 rupees, 100 rupees difference if the order executed, I would have been in trouble. But later I found out that all my December options, the orders did not get executed. That's because last traded price is 1,300. So 3% plus or minus, only the order will get executed. If the range is beyond that, it will not get executed. So this is a facility available in some trading platforms and not all the trading platforms. But once again, this is available only while you are squaring up the position, not while placing the order. So maybe all the brokers, they may have to come to tweak the software so that anytime if I want to sell, even if I want to sell at the market order, there must be a field here to show the protection. By default, protection should be 3%. So that even if you place the order in market order, the order should not execute if there is a pile and move or more than 3% up or down in the prices. This is for the brokers. Think about it, or maybe exchanges also can advise the brokers to tweak the software, something like this. Losing 200 crore in just a matter of few minutes, it's really a big concern. What can happen? So if any such big disaster has happened, there is a possibility the affected person can always approach the exchange and can tell that this is the error trade. So that definitely exchange will have the data, who is the beneficiary on the other side. They can arrange for a meet and amicably they can settle something. But I do not know what is the legal framework and other things on all those things. I'm not very sure. Most of the people think, trading is very, very easy. And you see, one minor mistake, one small mistake, a person can lose everything. So that's why whenever people come to me, Many people ask me always one question, sir, can I become full-time trader? And my answer is uniformly, you can become a full-time trader only if you can survive, even if your entire capital from the stock market goes to zero. And when they say, sir, how can my money go to zero? No, it's possible. Although the probability is very, very low, but you can't say that it cannot happen. So something can happen and everything you can lose. Many people, I'll just tell you some interesting story. You just go to social media, they always, people like to troll me, The moment they open a Twitter account, they think that they become saint. They can give curse to anybody. The people who curse me are the people who are totally not related to me. 2 days before also somebody said, okay, it will not take very long time for a rich man to become a poor man. Like, I don't know why this hate for these rich people. You should not be hating the rich people, but you should wish to become a rich person in your life. In a conference, so I was just talking with one of my friends, and some people ganged up against me, and they say, he was telling my other friend, no, Mr. Sundar is always taking a high risk, Then one guy said, angrily, Sundar, you take this kind of risk, one day you will go to the roads. I said, I have no problem in going to the roads because that is from where I came. I was not born with a silver spoon. I was not even born with a plastic spoon. I came from a very, very poor family background. Even I can go back. It is not a big issue for me and still have nothing to lose in my life. Moral is that, the trading has its associated risk and expect the unexpected and be prepared for that. So while placing the order, so once or twice or thrice you double check and then you try to get the system where there is some kind of a protection. And I don't know how come that on that particular day, NSE option did not have the circuit limit. So anyway, it's for them to find a solution for this problem. It's not our problem. Always be prepared. Expect the unexpected and be prepared for that. You can bring money to the stock market. How much money you can bring? You can bring the money that you can afford to lose. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.